ready to go back into this one. In our first round, our pistol round.
Worry on Dust2, but what is the fact that this series is 1-0 up. NAVI backs up against the wall here. They have to pick up their map pick if they want to head to the third of train.
That would be the idea. But here we are. Rop's already pushing up middle, and he's not alone. It's going to be Woxic there with him. Two heavy hitters for the side of mousesports. They're going to get found out simple with a crack of an angle. Takes a crack of a shot there on a Rops, and that's going to go ahead and scare Woxic into oblivion. He takes the peek, realizes Simple still holding the angle, knows that potentially reinforcements are going to show up, and they do in the form of electronic. And the electricity is flowing through the server currently. They're going to be looking for their way to get out of long A from the stands of it. Ooh, here's Chris J. Well, he found one. He was good for one. Somehow stays alive forever.
Yeah, that one is left standing for Mouse to try and put a stop to Navi in this round. Now set up these cross smokes to try and get them into the site. karrigan gonna have to do a hell of a lot. And with very little, he's getting pressured from long, catwalk. Everywhere you can think of, that's where they're coming from. And now Frozen all alone. That kit is dropped in the site. We can see that courtesy of the X-ray, which we've had turned on for this game. Courtesy of Mr. Hugo Byron and Bastion.
A tag team duo. How could we ever forget?
Yeah, some say rivaling the likes of Electronics of Simple.
No one said that.
You guys are that of the observing world, perhaps.
Bit of a stretch. Bastion's nowhere near as good as me, but...
Frozen gonna have to stretch so far in this round. And that was a pretty easy one for him to stretch out and grab. Flamey Fall, a little unwanted attention here. Simple pushes through T-spawn. So that's pretty... And so anyway, yeah, I guess it's probably a good idea for us to kind of go over what that means when we talk about an X-ray on the kits now. And then it went down the wrong pipe. What can you do?
Oh dear, you should put it in your mouth first, Trace. That's probably the first problem. Navi, oh dear, 1-0 up. We got the Force Buy for mousesports. We got the Krieg for Electronic and Simple as this dastardly duo looks to assert some destruction down long. Already through the smoke, Simple's done exactly that. karrigan getting picked up, and Chris J will not stay. Navi getting Desperado in this round. mousesports rather, as they try and retake the A site. It's going to be Perfecto mollying down middle. He's down to 1 HP, but setting up the flashes to enable the A take for Navi. There's no one here on the defensive line. Woxic does get a kill on the cross. Those smokes come down late. Someone should pick up the Krieg from the body of Simple, as Mac-10s is still harbored here for Navi. It's going to be a round guaranteed at this point.
With relative ease. Only losing Simple in amidst the madness and almost losing Perfecto. Which is always nice.
Here it is. A little bit more heavy side of a stack from the side of mousesports. They're going to be ready to pivot and focus on this long aggression. Woxic just poking his neck out a little too far for Perfecto to find it with his Mac-10. There you go. All the smokes needed in the cross. They're going to go ahead and go for it in this moment. Perfecto continuing his tear, continuing his rampage with 2 frags. Still just pistols in this round for mousesports. So all things considered, not a whole lot lost. But this round is as good as lost.
Heading in that direction as well. Navi feeling comfortable in their map pick. 3-0 up on the T side.
Mousesports rating and the second best KD difference after the last 6 months at big events.
Moving away from long actually means this is probably going to be a mid to B, right? They lose that side of control. They throw these smokes on out. They've got Perfecto waiting in the upper halls, and this is it. Navi, they commit. They start to make their way into middle. Chris J drops the bomb, and now looking for a little bit more. Chris J playing with fire, and he will get burned. Frozen and Rops with a 3-man hold inside of B. The only man they're not able to topple is Simple, and that's maybe understandable. Other men have tried and failed, but well,
what else can we get for you?
Let us know using the hashtag ESL Pro League
on the broadcast. I wish someone would go back using hashtag EPL meme review. Find pictures and screen caps that and put together your best Domo impression here. In the meantime, it's Rops and Frozen show over here at the B site. They really have done everything that they need to. Can't even begin to build the hype up in this round because already died with the 4 members of Navi. Just Electronic. 1-on-4, 56 HP. He's going to save his Krieg because ain't no time for that. He ain't got no time for it.
No, he certainly doesn't. And I mean,
Here we go.
Be played. This is a perfect boost up for Chris J, but does he have the cojones? Does he have the kills in this round?
He's got the positioning, but these smokes are going to prove to be a big problem. Even more so, Simple over there with the Deagle. Good grief. Rob's doing his thing again. 2 AK kills thus far in the defense. The sole defender of this B site. Finds Boomage in the window. Mopping up the eeks. Here we go. Rob's on for an ace. Doesn't grab the last one. It is Simple.
Hell, you know, like, look at this. It's the follow-up shot that's just incredible. Flamey has no idea what's going on there. And doesn't manage to get the ace. Electronic does get tagged running down through middle there by the AWP of Chris J.
He is now in the perfect position to deal with this play, but you know NAVI are going to have multiple smokes upon this ace site to cross towards a catwalk. Molotov gets expired by the smoke. Second time's a charm. Flash is going over. Frozen does dodge them, but he's going to get closer, playing his own smoke as well. The NAVI time is not great right now. 30 seconds, more dodge on the Flash. Frozen drops the bomb. Spray is good, and Flashbang finally catches him, but he looks away and catches a kill. That might be a done round. That might be NAVI even considering a save as they've lost the bomb and all control towards the A site. Flamey does get a kill on a rotation through middle, but at this point, it's a null and void frag. It's a done round. It's a fourth.
Not to mention the frags he found in the round.
Yeah, that's it. And it's like a horrible spot to be in because right now it's just not working for NAVI. But obviously this is how you're used to playing. This is like your brand of Counter-Strike, and Sid are playing different to usual. That leaves Mouse in a good position, and it leaves NAVI feeling the pressure. I think, you know, these last few rounds now coming down to time running out for the NAVI side is something that they cannot afford to have. Fecto, obviously the player to save.
It will have complications later in the round, but before that, NAVI are going to make contact on the A site. karrigan, timing is everything, and he just missed the chance to take down Perfecto, but NAVI are walking into a heavy setup. Woxic is here with the AWP. He ducks below the first shot. Simple scopes up, and he takes a kill instead. This fast flank from karrigan has got to have results. mousesports are triple stacked in B right now. They don't have the players in the site. Simple's gone. karrigan only one, and now it's a 3-on-3 retake. NAVI with a plant.
Yeah, best shot we've seen them have at picking up a round in a little while. Rob's first man in, out from CT, and he's trying to spot these catwalk players, and he does manage to deal with one. Frozen now comes in, and that kill was required. He actually goes one step further and solidifies the round for mousesports. A fifth now on the board.
Look at all those kits everywhere. So pretty. karrigan sees nothing in mid. He only spots Simple up on A. He gets the kill, traded immediately, but this is a big frag from Simple as well. Look at this shot to the head of Woxic. You don't see that every day. So, you know, nice info play from karrigan, but ultimately it's the rest of mousesports to get it done in the post plant, and Electronic, he'll start this round off with a storm. Spray is back for Frozen. The Molotov has kept Flaming back. He's going to try and commit ahead of the next set of flames, but Frozen will throw him a shot to the face. It's a 4-on-3. It's mousesports back in control.
Yeah, you know, Flamey getting out there trying to find that frag, you can't really be too mad about, albeit going out 1 by 1, you should be. Flamey finds that frag, this immediately changes it to another round. However, it already has morphed from the beginning. Simple and Boomich left alone. Minute left on the clock. They're going to be able to grab this bomb and maybe tuck back to B if they want to. There's 3 members alive of mousesports over here on long. So surely this doesn't end at long A. Or maybe it does. Here we go. Boomich goes to the peak, finds the kill. Got to see the kit drop. The blue wasn't as distracting as I remember. Still a little or do we not?
Ooh, boost maybe? Not sure what you can accomplish here, really, other than seeing a player who might be on top of the site, but that's not going to be the case here for mousesports. Chris on the card, nice bait. And Simple's going to get the shot off as well. A chance here for NAVI to make this 2-on-3 happen. That's a leg going the way of Woxic onto Simple, and he still sits here on the site. 10 seconds, needs 1 kill with the Molotov. It's a problem, he can't see through it. Rops gets a trade onto the man himself, and Boomich with the plant. 2 kills in this round. Rops looks to double his as well, and he's crept out. Boomich has no idea, and Rops has the round for mousesports. Keeping up appearances on the CT side, 6 in a row. NAVI may have gone 3-0 up with mousesports heavy saving in some of those rounds, but now they've got guns, they have not slowed down.
I don't know how many of you are in the lands of EU these days. I imagine several of you, or several people watching this game. It's quite a nice day out. Maybe an A in there as well. And your A needs to be in the chair. Taking a look at this round that we have ahead of us. Round number 10. NAVI looking to bounce back here on their T side.
Oh, back to this long play, but Frozen, he absolutely mopped him up last round. NAVI think the pause, the break in the action maybe gives them a bit of a head start, but it's not the case. Rops has pushed middle, he's going to bail. Good decision as NAVI decide to leave long and come back to this position. Simple is scoped up. Robs, he's dead. No chance in that fight. NAVI back in the advantage here. Good position, but look at Chris. He's pushed the tunnels. Kill him before he deals with the players in B. That's not the case. karrigan's got the frag, and now Chris can go massive.
Yeah, Simple gets deleted, and oh, they didn't know. Luckily enough, Flamey has his wits about him. That could have gotten out of hand very, very quickly. Perfecto ran past like, wait, what? You said one lower? And then just suddenly Flamey has to come in and save the day. So now down to this 2v2. Bomb planted. karrigan and Woxic in the hot seat, and Woxic throws a smoke in. Now that's to try and disguise the fact that no one's coming from tunnels, and doesn't really work. Your own guy. That's typically what you would do if you're anticipating NAVI play at tunnels post-plant, which obviously they didn't. And mousesports knew all that. They were trying to send some fake signals the way of NAVI.
Yeah, I like the idea, but unfortunately not going to be working out for Mouse, and that will be NAVI breaking the streak of 6 set by this CT side. MP9 going for the long spawn. Boomich is in a precarious position here as the AUG for karrigan has a scope. The MP7 not quite as well endowed. karrigan, got to be careful. They've crept out through this long position inside of the smokes, and so he should be peeking off the back of flashbangs, out of which only one remains in this round for mousesports, and it's in the wrong side of the map. So karrigan, no choice but to take dry fights. Does force the issue, taking down Flamey early on. Still a man behind blue, but as I said, the utility is lacking. So mousesports going to look to contact play this one. There's still a hold on the corner of long. The bomb in the hands of Simple, but Boomich is gone as well. And Simple, if he dies here, that's the bomb. So at the very least, he should throw that behind up on the catwalk and set up for an A play.
Well, the poll is out there. That's at ESLCS Twitter. Get your vote in. If you voted for no, then, well, I don't know what you were thinking. Either way, big grenade there to land for Woxic. And by that, I mean it sends him flying. Electronic is on an absolute tear here in a 1v5. 1v3 now, rather.
See you, and you did say
yeah, that wasn't. You didn't make it clear.
It wasn't a good idea.
You didn't make it clear. You should have said post plant.
I think
said, why don't we put it on a bind? And my question was, how's that going to fix it?
What are we going to do with the bind, Hugo? We're not just going to not
Harry,
use
maybe
it.
fully flesh your ideas out before you pitch them to the board.
Okay, guys,
well, yeah,
calm down.
you know,
Good grief. You kids, you know what? Maybe you've been spending too much time together.
Or not enough.
Or not enough. Either way, Chris J spending some time with his SMG here in the lower tunnels, and he's going to do what he has to do. Until that. Or it's Flamey with 2 deagle kills back-to-back. Woxic.
I'm kind of converted. Like, I've been enjoying seeing them. It was me who was the naysayer to begin with.
It was really only you, if I think about it.
But that said, like, you know, we haven't had many rounds thus far where there's been a bunch of kits dropped. So let's see if it gets a bit much, because now there's 2, and that's too many for my mind to deal with, perhaps. karrigan over here on the short side does spot a man and sends him packing with that.
Yeah, mousesports don't want to gamble and commit to this A rotate for Frozen because they don't know if NAVI are going through T-spawn and taking the bomb to B. That's not the case now. karrigan gets a kill on Simple. It's Electronic alone with a deagle. Will get spotted, and Frozen can begin the rotation. He's got the cross, and Electronic doesn't have the gun to take that fight. He's going to try and jump over the 1 T-rifle round, but boom, they bounce back with 2 in a row, getting rid of the eco of NAVI. That eco now made by on Simple.
Yeah, we're getting towards the latter stages of this half, aren't we?
Oh.
That's not a good start.
2 for 1. Electronic got tagged. He was also running down the same position.
Yeah. It's like, you know, not a
scary spot for NAVI to be in. You know, it might be 8-4, but when you put this in the perspective that the first 3 rounds that NAVI were able to get were on the back of the pistol, and then the follow-up anti-eco and conversion rounds, suddenly, you know, you realize they've only had 1 in these rifle bouts, and so this could be another that goes the way of mousesports. Electronic tries to do what he can, but ultimately it might not be enough. Simple and Perfecto left in the hot seat now. Speaking of hot, things are heating up for Woxic. Molotov falls right behind him. Simple trying to keep an eye on catwalk while Woxic has his attention fixated here onto Perfecto. What? And as we saw there for NAVI, it's not all smiles and roses over here on the T side. They're pretty limited heading into this round.
Opening kills sit in the favor of mousesports, 8-5 in a 9-4 score. So typically converting those rounds, you can assume.
No one would ever do that, Hugo. Come on. We don't assume around here.
We know. We got
know
the details.
What we don't know is converting Fahrenheit to Celsius. Either way.
And then NAVI just trying to claw back into these rounds. And well, mousesports have so much position. Again, this triple B, they're gambling. They know that NAVI haven't gone towards this B site in some time, and that's going to stay the same, rather. Woxic falls off the top, but he will also fall out of the round. Boomich with the entry, and NAVI double down towards the A site.
Yeah, Electronic barreling through this Molotov. He ends up on 50 HP, but, well, no one's contesting him, and it'll only be karrigan to do that if they were. Second to last round of the half. I wonder what mousesports are going to do in this situation. Tons of money. So here we go. They're going to go 3 deep through CT, one of those being an opper. karrigan from long, rings out, starts the fight, starts this conflict off right with the kill. However, Boomich follows up with 2. karrigan's still alive, causing a little bit of ruckus down here towards long. Effective shooting off the elbow. And before you know it, NAVI half put a 5th on the board.
Yeah, 4 from Boomich as no AWP can be fielded by Mouse. They've been running double AWP most of this game, so Woxic is now on a scout. Chris J does get an M4, but Simple's already taken one of those 2 players out of the picture. Woxic dead on the long play, trying again for NAVI, failing again for NAVI, and Chris...
B smokes have come out. That's going to be Simple that throws that, but he's going to be joining his teammates here in upper B as they're going to aggress into this B site. Just under a minute left on the clock. Rops with the first point of contact, gets also the first vision on the enemy. Only good to take down Electronic, but does considerable amount of damage to Flame in the meantime. Actually, subsequently gets the kill. And we're going to see the bomb planted here for NAVI in this last round of the half.
Yeah, a grenade would be lovely for mousesports to throw into the bomb planter. Instead, they've got to throw players at it. And Flamey getting overwhelmed. Simple now in the clutch, but he's stuck on the car. He's got to drive his way to first place and find a 6th round for NAVI at the end of this half. The flash is good, but no one gets a kill behind it. His mousesports are sneaking in there, moving slowly, and Simple's given a chance, but he's not going to find Frozen. I like that bait on the box for karrigan as well. Draws out so much attention from Simple. He's just waiting for the swing, and that gives Frozen the room to maneuver. 10 rounds at the end of the first half for mousesports. It's a similar...
Take this one out, but that's what makes the most sense to me. So perhaps we just settle on that, Hugo. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. I'm not invested.
Oh, okay. Well,
anyway.
in that case, he doesn't really care, and neither should you. We're looking at GG.bet odds. NAVI, not the favorites. Mousesports dominant showing in the first half. Now they're going to switch to the T side, and it looks like they're going to head straight into this B bomb site. Electronic good for 2. Perfecto teaming up to find some for himself.
Hello.
But look at this. Chris J. He's going to line him up. 1, 2, click, clack, and that's that. 1 on 3.
Yeah, chance here with the USP at a range fight. If NAVI give him this duel and he wins it, well, boom, suddenly
you know,
that is his name.
Chris J, of course, in this 1v3. Oh, sees Flamey, but that's pretty much it in terms of what Chris is seeing. Got a big old pair of eyes, but this 4-spy now on the cards for Mouse.
Yeah, here comes a scout on Woxic. He's going to get a shot on a Perfecto, and that is already a jump start in the round here for mousesports. Frozen finding his way out long. Is he good for 1 as well? No. Almost. Boomich goes down at 22 HP. Another Molotov's going to come in there. That's caused quite the fury. Quite the dilemma for long A, and at least the long players. But don't worry, no one is there anymore. Mousesports have backed out. They've gone towards middle and upper B.
And what we can see is NAVI don't have a kit in this round apart from the 1 drop middle, so they need to pick that up when they do rotate to this B site as Mousesports set up for the execute here. Chris is in such a good position. I don't think NAVI have realized that yet. Flamey has to hold the line. He's alone inside of the site. Chris spamming with a deagle, surely no more than 1, but he gets damaged. Boomich was already low, rather. It's a 2-on-2. The plant coming through. Woxic might have this shot, and that could put Simple in the hot seat. A clutch for Simple.
Yeah. Kit dropped, and we can see that because it's post-plant.
Yeah, and you know, while it is Simple in the clutch, this might not be a simple clutch. 1v2, tagged by the scout on the first peek, and that might be him out of the round, does go back in for a little bit more. And you can see he's so antsy about this peek in through the window from Can Win. And so mousesports, they do manage to steal this force by round back. They've been very, very good at this.
Lost by either side. It's, again, coming down to perspective, how you want to look at it. mousesports, though, doesn't matter how you look at it. They're 11-6 up. They're in a great position right now to take this series 2-0. NAVI are going to be relying on their rifle rounds, and that won't be for some time. They've forced back in on the CT side. Simple's got that one gun to do it all.
Yeah, it's scary as well, right? Because losing this second round is far worse than if you lose the pistol. You know, you actually get to buy like sooner. And
oh my.
This round matters a hell of a lot
fair
to NAVI, and that is a big
set up for a retake. So mousesports, don't count them out of this round, but it would be a pretty miraculous one if they get away with it. That smoke gets missed because it's blocked by Rops, and he has got to entry now and find these kills. 30 seconds, smoke on the site. NAVI hiding behind this utility. They can buy as much time as they want. Simple in the corner, he's ready in the goose. The goose is loose, and it's time to abuse mousesports.
Goose, loose, abuse. An obtuse angle here from Woxic.
Ooh.
Yeah, but he's trying to put Simple in the noose. Frozen does manage a bit of damage down range. However, his time on this earth is very, very limited. He throws the AK up and away, but Frozen, they're not going to kill you till that timer runs out. And also, you could be teeing Simple up for a phenomenal start to this second half. If that AWP manages to work its way into his hands for free, that's scary.
I love the patience from NAVI, not giving anything away. Simple faking a run back, moving back with the flash, keeping mousesports on their toes, but they are going to have to use those toes to run towards B. Up through middle, Perfecto jumps on top of the box and he doubles down. The bomb dropped. Woxic has to pick it up, but he knows at any point Simple could come through this smoke. Spam is in. Flamey's dropped the player in the tunnels. Rops is gone. This round is falling apart for Mouse, and it might just be done.
Yeah, it looks that way. And 47.
It's like a shark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okula?
I just figure, you know, like they're pretty dangerous as is. You've only made it more dangerous now.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Double danger.
Gotta watch yourself. Here's Simple. He's gonna back out. Wisens up a little bit. karrigan's just gonna absolutely melt inside of what's left of that Molotov.
Cooked.
Burnt karrigan on the menu. Go based Simple. Run boost. He finds a kill anyway. karrigan just couldn't catch a break in this round. It wasn't going to start there. Boomich company shutting this down. Absolutely not a chance here as Chris J walks out B by himself with a Glock. And, well, they've definitely made the call now. The rotation's on. They're going to make him pay for this. It was a Valorant display of skills there for Chris.
Not able to get anything done. And it's going to be NAVI finding 9 on the CT side, getting rid of the eco from mousesports. For NAVI in the CT side. Smart decision, of course, technically does limit you, but at the same time, you know, you just go back into M4 versus AK and you're going to be favored there anyway.
Ooh. Man, this utility's been really good from NAVI. In the last round, it was karrigan to get burnt down by the molly. In this one, Chris J ain't looking so healthy. He's going to try and lead the charge, and Simple is here in the A-bomb site. They're trying to pressure him, but this is a man who copes well under pressure. However, not under bullets, as they are kind of one of his weaknesses. karrigan able to keep this one even, and they even boosted Frozen over here. He's able to just hold on to this long angle. And for Boomich, this is horrible, man. Like, what can he even do? The moment he turns away, he can get pincered. Rops is even flanking into the B site. Oh, Rops! Almost 3. Not quite the hat trick, but definitely enough to secure the round for mousesports. The 12th now on the board. And there's kits everywhere. Look at them.
Yeah, it's a litter of kitters. All over the ground.
Yeah, I guess so. It's It's not bad.
Oh, calculated, I'm sure. With all the people gone.
And everything's right in the world.
Nature's back. It's beautiful.
But, yeah, Rops, it didn't even mean to get to that. Both these teams have their opposition at breaking point. An alternative way to phrase that would be both these teams are almost broken.
Sometimes you just got to chuckle at yourself. Oh, and just a missed opportunity there off a catwalk. It was simple with AWP looking towards lower in the jump spot. Probably had the spidey senses tingling of both players involved. Flamey, however, get the tingle in his finger. Looks for the kill. Can't seem to find Rops, who is now helped put mousesports up to a 5v3. And they're going to
go through this doorway at this point, but you know, the only issue for Frozen is he has to make noise before he comes through this choke. Be the first to say you're better than me at CS. You
wow,
know,
okay.
At least
well, there you go then. It's actually all come full.
And Navi a heavy setup, watching the long position. So Perfecto with the smoke, going to try and buy time here, going to try and force him into the choke point that is the window against his Deagle. Flamey, big kill, taking down Rops, but he's all that stands now at the back of the site. This round is already done like that. Blink and you miss it, karrigan gets a double, and it's going to be simple and Boom, it's looking to save.
Yeah, and you could tell by the X-ray on those kits there, the post-plant situation is on the card. You could say egg roll at this point, and it'd be fine.
Yeah, you know, I mean, mousesports, like a spring chicken. They're just looking fresh, and they're spring rolling over NAVI right now. 14-9.
I honestly assumed NAVI would start to close back on the CT side, right? 3 rounds in a row, getting on the board. Look at this follow-up as well.
As karrigan like copied what Six looked like there. He's all over the place, but in the best possible way, providing entries for mousesports across the board. And that's what Mr. Finn has been good at for this squad.
Mr. Finn. Could be the name of a child's book about fish, perhaps. Mr. F that is one word to describe that for sure. Flash coming out long. Chris is going to follow it. And here's Boomich. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Sick flashbang. Really do love to see that.
That's so cool. Like, he's peeking. Doesn't blind him because it falls beneath the barrier. And if they want to be fighting the guy showing his head over here on the ramp, you've got to peek into that flash. That's actually really cool. And I imagine that won't be the last time we see that flash make an appearance.
Yeah, but they've got utility to deal with him. karrigan going to run up. He doesn't see as a smoke fades. Electronic sprays karrigan. That is a heroic trade, though. It may look like he let the ball drop, but at least he doesn't let electronic double down and get the bomb under his control. karrigan now has that back, and the kills are coming in clutch for mousesports. It's done. It's already over. NAVI are out of this one. It's 15-9.
From getting this done in 2, and I think that's quite the statement for mousesports. Obviously, still to face Astralis. That's coming up in the future, but they've toppled FaZe. Obviously, we had our fair share of beefs in that matchup, and it was good to see Finn and the boys overcome that. Now, NAVI, a team that a fair few had pegged as the best team in the world right now. mousesports might be about to make quick work of them here on the realm of Dust2, which, let's not forget, this was NAVI's map pick. And this one, they're going to be even more dominant than Nuke.
Nice trade. mousesports have just been so on top of this you know, teamwork and going into position together. Keeping things even, 4-on-4. Frozen trying to get out long. He is a lurk in this round. He is on his own, so that kill is crucial as he takes the A site under control. Simple on the site, has to move from the Molotov. He's down low. Frozen finishes the job. He's already run right up long. karrigan is here as well, and now it's just 2 players of NAVI looking to do the impossible against mousesports. A 2-on-4 to keep this series on. That's a great shot from Perfecto, getting an AK, but is he ready for the top of middle? That's where Frozen sits, and that's where Frozen waits as he looks to close out this series. It's Flamey on just 10 points of health in a 1-on-3. Safe to say, I think this one might be done, boys.
Yeah, formalities at this point. Somehow 10 goes to 5, goes to 0, and we have mousesports picking up the dub here over NAVI in 2 maps, making it look somewhat